Slinky Cat.
And Starna.
And on audio, we got our president,
Kennedy Taft Hamilton.
and we are the
Mythstery
Squad. So today we're going to talk about...
Psychopomps.
And Starna, what's a psychopomp?
That would be anybody who ferries you to the land of the dead. They're different in different cultures depending on what we're talking about. Like, say for example, the Grim Reaper.
Dun 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 dun!
I think that was like the scary lightning moment, right?
Crash!
Yeah, there we go. Got the scary lightning.
Yeah.
But do you really think that the Grim Reaper lives? First of all, where would he live?
Okay, he definitely lives in Florida.
Well, yeah, I would say that.
As someone who is based in the state, he's definitely here.
South Florida, like Pensacola, Central Florida.
Whatever is the most suburbiest suburb in Florida, that's where the Grim Reaper lives.
But does he live near the beach?
Yes.
So you think maybe I think he probably takes long walks on the beach, you know.
I definitely...
Does he collect seashells or something like that?
I would
do something.
I don't think he collects seashells. I think he tries to go look at the animals on the beach and then accidentally takes their soul from them and gets really sad about it. I'm sorry, I don't think the Grim Reaper has much. But I think what he does have, he definitely lives for it.
Lives for it.
Yeah.
I love the irony to that.
Yeah, I know. It's that great double-edged sword of life.
That's the right there.
Yeah. So but he definitely lives in that Florida suburb where the houses are mint green and yellow and pink every other house.
So
and he lives in
a
Golden
pink girls neighborhood.
Yeah, he lives in a pink one.
I can definitely see that.
And also he definitely watches Golden Girls.
Who doesn't? Let's be honest. Oh.
Yeah. But the Grim Reaper definitely does.
Okay.
I've seen enough of it.
I think he probably lives in a gated community though, because like you said, he doesn't have much.
Yeah.
But he's gonna pay those HOA fees for sure.
Oh, absolutely, because he does not want to deal with a lot of people.
No, although I'm sure he takes really good care of his lawn. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. The bushes everywhere, kind of Edward Scissorhandsian.
Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah,
I definitely think what you would think Edward Scissor that is his lawn, and everyone's like, who's this beautiful? Because he sneaks out of his house. He does not leave through the front door.
Well, no, I mean he's a Grim Reaper. He goes wherever death is. So he doesn't need to.
So are we also doing the traditional Grim Reaper? Is he the hood and the scythe and the skeleton?
See, that's the thing. If we're talking about Psychopomps,
yes,
there's different versions depending on where you're from.
Or do you think he can kind of glamour himself?
He could probably do that. Yeah. I mean, he might have vacation time too, where he can just relax and take care of his lawn, and someone else is taking care of death today.
So if the Grim Reaper lives in suburbia and has a glamour, what is his basic man name?
Oh, basic man name. I feel like he looks like a retired old man for sure.
Okay.
So probably Harold, or I don't know.
I really want his name to be Bill.
Bill would work, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill,
and it's not short for William. His name is just Bill.
Bill. He's just a Bill?
Yeah, he's just a Bill. Because I do like Harold, it's very old-timey, but I feel like Bill transcends, because you got good old Billy Shakes, and then you got Billy the Kid, and you got just Bill.
Just Bill. He's
Bill.
just a Bill.
He's
as
just
he's
Bill.
not sitting on Capitol Hill, we're fine.
The president is disgraced.
I got the judge look from the president. That's all that matters.
Exactly. President Hamilton is disgraced with us.
So Bill, as we're currently calling the Grim Reaper now.
Yeah, Grim Reaper Bill.
Does he yell at kids to get off his lawn, or
I mean, I would.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
if it's nice enough, one, he definitely has a fence. But not a big fence, one of those, in the front lawns, those little, half fences.
Yeah, because he wants people to see his lawn. Yeah,
so he definitely has one of those. I think, the kids that are, little shits, he, lets his glamour slip for, a second and then pulls it back on.
Yeah,
and then,
that's
my
That's actually how I deal with kids like that. I can sort of see that.
So I definitely think that, no one does really mess with his stuff because, the children all have this, like, urban legend around it. Like, old man Bill lives in the house and sometimes he looks really scary. They don't know that he's the Grim Reaper, but they know that he can look scary
Here's
sometimes.
a question for you then.
Yes.
So, like, do you think maybe he can also glamour his house? Where his house looks really nice with the nice lawn and whatever, but when he lets it slip for a second, it looks like the typical, like, haunted mansion kind of thing, and that's what the kids think it is?
No, I don't think he would do that to his house. I think he's proud enough of his house, but I definitely think there's a house on the street that looks like that most of the kids think that actual death lives there.
This is definitely not a good HOA.
I feel like this is probably, like, a historical house, though, so it's like they can't necessarily, take it down.
I can see that.
Like, they can't necessarily take it down or do anything to it, but it's just, like, kind of there. And, like, the same family has, like, owned this house and done nothing with it because it, like, was gonna be their summer home, but then they, like, never summered there. And so they have, like, one caretaker that lives there who's, like, a really spooky old man, which is also why Grim Reaper Bill might not have to deal with small children.
Well, I could see that. Or, like, I could also see him being kind of a jerk and pretending like he lives in the haunted house.
But he actually
lives in the nice house.
Yeah.
So that those damn kids will stay off his lawn.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Grim Reaper Bill does not want any children on his lawn.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't think he wants anybody. Oh my goodness. Solicitors coming up to his door? Could you imagine?
Could you imagine a Jehovah's Witness knocking on death's door and saying, do you have time to learn about our Lord and Savior? And him just being like,
but he would listen. No, he would listen.
Do you think he would listen?
Yeah, I think he would be polite to the Jehovah's Witness.
I think he would be polite to a point. I think he would listen for all of 5 minutes and then just school them on religion.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I also feel like he would, like, unlike the other solicitors coming to his door trying to sell him vacuum cleaners or whatever, he would, like, listen to the Jehovah's Witness out of politeness and just be like, you guys know nothing.
Yeah.
Here, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're right. Who knows?
Maybe.
You know, Bill might know if they're right or not.
Okay. Or Bill might be like, you got this right, but that wrong. And they're like, what? And he just shuts the door on them.
Now, the vacuum cleaner salesman might not make it out of the house. If he's annoying enough. You know, he's got somebody, like...
I don't know. I think Grim Reaper Bill wants a nice vacuum.
Maybe. But he's an example. Like, I'm just thinking if someone's coming up trying to, like, I don't know, sell him candy bars or whatever. That's those damn kids.
Grim Reaper Bill also wears gloves a lot.
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
that he does not accidentally murder people.
Well, now he just kind of sounds like he's a mutant in the X-Men.
I mean, he might be. I mean, I don't know.
Also, how weird and awkward is that he's walking around. I'm picturing his glamour is like Bermuda shorts and a Hawaiian shirt, because that's definitely Florida, and sandals, and he's got, like, what? Like gardening gloves on?
Maybe.
A little bucket hat, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Grim Reaper Bill? Yeah.
And I feel like he's got a rake in his hand all the time, but that's actually his scythe that's, like, is glamoured.
That's glamoured.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Spooky!
Gemini season is upon us.
Okay, so Grim Reaper Bill lives in South Florida.
Yes.
Talking other psychopomps for a second.
Yes.
And this is, you know, anybody who can ferry you across death's door.
Right.
Where do they live? Like, what kind of house would they live in?
Maybe they all live in different parts of the world.
Well, I'm sure they do.
Like,
but like,
is it Chiron? Is that what his name is?
Yeah, Charon.
And he definitely lives in, like, Rome or Greece.
Well, yeah.
Like, he lives in Europe. Like, he's just living his blessed life.
Oh
he does not want to deal with Wi-Fi. He does not want to deal with anything. He barely wants to deal with himself. He lives, like, in the country in Europe and is just doing his own thing, like, near the river in a log cabin, like, being his best self.
Okay, that's not quite what I'm picturing. I'm picturing him being, like, an Italian fashion designer in his off time.
I don't think he wants to deal with people. Well, I don't think he wants to deal that much with people.
Oh, I'm saying, like, reclusive fashion designer.
What if... Okay, so, like, if we're going, like, Italian, though, like, if we think he lives in Italy, like, more near Rome, I definitely think what he would probably be doing is ceramics. Because on my one visit, that's what every person in Italy did.
Or glass making, because Italy's famous for glass making.
A lot of ceramics. So he's definitely doing handcrafts if we're going with that he lives in Italy.
I mean, I could also see him being, like... just reclusive artist of some sort.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's definitely like in a like self-owned shop that like his family, quote unquote, has owned for generations. It's just been him like changing the way he looks a little bit.
All right. So here's the question: does he have family? Does the Grim Reaper have family? I mean, like, if they're living in a house,
do they have a dead family? Are there? Well, there's
it
definitely
doesn't have to be a dead family.
There definitely has to be.
You could have taken a living wife
too, right?
Yeah. There's definitely. I mean, you get the banshees in Ireland.
Right,
That's a psychopomp in some ways.
So,
you know, but I feel like she would probably be like, I'm not really into guys because she's too busy wailing. You know,
or is Grim Reaper not necessarily like
career?
Maybe it's like a rank. Like maybe it's something you like intern into.
Oh, all right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe part of it, it's very much like, you know, like a religious thing where it's like, okay, so, like, you're going to be the Grim Reaper and you have to understand that, like, you've lived your life, like, maybe you found love in that life and, like, now you're no longer going to be able to, like, have that physical intimacy with someone because, like, you're death's touch.
So, okay. This got deep really quickly.
Yeah, it did. But
so,
it's part of the conversation.
Are you saying, though, that, like, Bill could pass it on, but not, like, I'm passing my power to you, but it's Bill's turn to retire.
Yeah, and so Bill
for real retire, not pretend to retire.
Bill either gets is given an intern, or like chooses someone to be like, hey, like this is who, like to like share his secrets.
This is very Terry Pratchett,
you
right
know,
now.
like very much like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. Like I've done this for years. Like you've kind of like maybe all Grim Reapers are like older people because they're like you've basically lived your life. Like, you've had a full life. Like, you've done what you needed to do. Like, you're on the verge of being done. Like, do you want to have
I'm also
this job?
picturing this, like, how do you get chosen for that job? So, like, did you answer an internet ad or, like, you know, the old days of a newspaper ad? And it was, like, wanted. Death.
I don't know. I feel like there's had to have been I feel like Grim Reaper Bill is like a good Grim Reaper. Like he's a very good judge of character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I think like if we're talking about Grim Reaper Bill specifically,
but does he go out and pick, or did they come to him? I guess is what I'm asking.
I think Grim Reaper Bill would kind of it's a bit of both. Like you know, you're just like crossing someone's path one day, and you just like know that that's going to be the person to take over your spot.
Oh, so it's like Highlander where they sense another Grim Reaper?
That, or like maybe like he lives in this community, so he's been watching people for a while, and he like kind of has been like observing people's habits, their
I know the old person who's retired and people watching.
Yeah, who like sits on his porch to like watch his lawn to make sure no kids get on it, but like he's also just like people watching to be like, okay, so like I know that like I'm almost at a place where I've done what I needed to do. Like who's gonna take over for me? Like. Who has a justified moral compass enough to, like,
Are we sure it's not one of those damn kids who's trying to get on his lawn?
You know, it could be.
I'm also picturing now that he's sitting on his porch, probably in a rocking chair drinking lemonade.
Oh, absolutely.
That, like, to mess with those kids every so often, he'll just disappear. Like, so that they can't see him. So they'll be like, what?
And then he's standing behind him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think Bill's favorite season is Halloween? Or do you think he hates it? Or is indifferent, I guess.
I think he hates parts of Halloween, but I think he enjoys others. I think, like, he enjoys the decorating for Halloween, but he definitely hates how the Grim Reaper is, like...
I can so see him walking by going, that doesn't look a thing like me.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
So I think he hates that. I think he hates the trickery of it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if he's popping up behind those kids, he would probably enjoy the trickery part of it.
I think he likes certain trickeries, like that's fine. Like spooking someone is fine, but like egging someone's house and TPing their lawn, like he hates that.
But can you imagine like that the kids come trick or treating to his door though,
dressed up as the Grim Reaper?
Well, no, those kids he would be like, you get extra candy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You tried, kid.
I also think that he would probably give out full-size candy bars.
Oh, he definitely does.
Because, you know...
For all the chillins.
Absolutely.
For all the chillins.
That's why all the kids want to go to his house. And that's
absolutely.
The one time of year that they can without him yelling at them about the lawn.
Yeah. So, I think he likes parts of it and he hates others. I think, for those Grim Reapers that live in somewhere that gets cold, like, they do love the change of the season. And
absolutely.
Not Grim Reaper Bill, because he lives in Florida.
No, but Caron over in his little cabin making his ceramics is
loves,
I bet fall is his favorite time. He goes and takes a walk.
Like, I think, they get on about, like, Grim Reaper Bill does love a good pumpkin spice latte, though. Like, he doesn't let other people know it, and he doesn't get it often.
Well,
but, like...
I wouldn't either, you know.
Some good apple cider.
Warm apple cider. Definitely warm apple cider.
Yeah. I think they definitely like again, parts of it.
I mean, if you're living in Italy, you're definitely going to want a latte. I don't know. I feel like pumpkin spice might be, like, sacrilegious in Italy for the
you know, like that warm beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the Banshee, Her favorite time would be winter.
She likes bobbing for apples.
Oh, absolutely.
She's gonna go apple bobbing.
She is.
110%. But yeah, she definitely likes winter. Winter's her shtick.
Well,
she's here for it.
Is there like a summer or spring Grim Reaper that would like
winter,
spring, summer?
They live in Australia.
Oh no, because then the seasons are just different.
That's true. I don't know if there's a spring one.
Well, spring is generally considered rebirth and renewal. Maybe that's why you have trouble thinking of one who has a spring as his favorite season.
Because it's more like a fertility thing.
I feel like Bill would probably hate Easter then. He'd be like...
Because that was the one time someone got away from him.
Oh my god.
That was the one time Bill was like, the one time!
And you guys had to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, so that's like his one like defeat and everything. Bill hates Easter. Grim Reaper Bill is upset about Easter. Grim Reaper Bill hates Easter so much that if anyone tells him Happy Easter, he old man loses it.
Like, the neighborhood does Easter egg hunts, and he tries to steal all the eggs.
And he says, do not put eggs on my lawn. I will not be a part of this. He, tears down Easter bunnies from windows. He leaves out, he bites the head off of the chocolate bunnies and,
he's definitely the guy that at least bites the ears off, if not the head.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Grim Reaper Bill, I think Grim Reaper Bill vacations the week of Easter. I think he vacations the week of
That's
Easter.
when the intern gets to do his
test. To, a cabin in the woods.
He goes to visit Carol in Italy.
Yeah, somewhere where, it's not because, in Italy, it's even a bigger deal because, they are very religious.
I know, but that's where the cabin in the woods comes in handy.
Yeah. They're V-religion Italy. So...
Well, wait a minute, if he's visiting Karen, do you think maybe there's, Grim Reaper conventions that they go to?
I didn't before, but I do now.
I think that would be awesome.
Could you imagine they just get together and they go, what's your best tactic to take someone away? And it's like, I just touch them on the face a little bit and then their soul is gone. That'd be great. Oh my god, could you imagine, someone being like, yeah, and this is the newest advanced model of the sickle. It's got all these different functions, and they're, all old, and they're like, we don't know how technology works. Could you imagine?
I could also see them being, uncomfortable with seeing people they didn't want to see again, be like, oh, there comes Banshee. Everybody look over here now. And try and avoid her.
Yeah.
That girl's always screaming about something.
La Llorona's just off in the corner somewhere.
Oh, just
also,
crying to herself. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And everyone tries to comfort her, but, it never works.
Either that or she walks around going, have you seen my children?
And they're like, no.
No. We talked about this.
They, tell her origin story the whole time. She never believes anyone. She's just like, I would never. And, walks off. Stops crying. And she's like, I'm, so disgruntled. She's like, I would never. And goes away.
You just see Bill being, that girl needs a psychologist.
Yeah.
Oh,
my goodness. Yeah, so La Llorona's, not. Do you think they dress up as each other for fun?
That would be interesting. I mean... I guess it depends on what they wear as Grim Reaper. Not as their, glamoured version or anything. Yeah. But, is Bill the one who wears the cowl and robe and has the scythe and stuff? Or is that
might be
Charon?
More Charon.
Yeah. Except maybe the scythe part, because he didn't have that. He would have an
but
oar.
An oar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
They just trade objects every so often.
They just trade each other's arms. Look at me, I'm Karen now.
That's when they get drunk. Absolutely when they get drunk.
He's like, I'm Grim Reaper Bill. I like to shear my flowers.
That's the after party at the convention.
Oh, absolutely. The rave, the old person rave is just them drinking a lot and making fun of each other.
Banshee's up there singing.
Yeah. And they're like, stop singing.
Either that or they're like, I didn't know she could sing. Oh my gosh, she's really good.
No, I like to believe that Banshee's her wail is just actually her singing. So they're like, has she been singing this whole time? And we didn't know it?
And there's La Llorona again.
She's asking people if they've seen her children.
No, we already told you.
For the last time. She's like, I just want my babies. Are you my child? The reverse of, are you my mother?
Well, at that point it probably is.
Maybe she's more the spring one.
Maybe.
Yeah, because, if she's, like, after children, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if she's after children, I think she's definitely, like, the spring taker.
You know, and Bill's the only one who really hates Easter. The rest of them are like, yeah, we don't like it, but we don't hate it.
Bill and Karen.
Who's Karen?
The Italy one. I keep saying
Karen.
Yeah,
Karen,
whatever. Karen. Karen. I keep pronouncing it wrong, but it's fine. Karen. So
Karen's his intern.
Karen,
I told you.
Oh, the president laughed. We got him.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing, like, Karen's secretary is Karen.
Oh, yeah, that's his intern.
And he gets confused all the time.
Yeah. Are you asking for Karen or Karen? There's a difference.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
She's not
Karen
dead
takes
yet.
no shit. She takes zero shit from it. Well, she's a Karen, so she's ranked at this point.
Well, I mean, somebody has to help him sell his ceramics to the rest of the world, right? So that's Karen's job.
She takes no shit from anyone. She's just this little Italian lady that's, like, out there to, like, get people.
And he definitely falls in love with her.
Oh, yeah. Like, he wants to be with Karen, but, like, understands that, like, they cannot.
Unless, he retires, so that's where that internship program comes in.
But then she has the powers now, so he could not be with her until...
I'm saying he's not passing it on to her. He's got an intern he's passing it on to, so he can be with Karen.
Oh. But
and wait, Karen and Karen.
Wait, that also depends on if they retire, is that just them resting forever? Like, is that death for them? Like, because in my head...
Maybe they get, like, a few years before they have to go on, so, like, near the end of her life. Oh, so he,
like, takes her on a honeymoon spree.
Yeah.
Like, sort of,
like, they travel
we don't have long, but we might have 2 years. So let's make the most of it on this boat.
In our old-timey voice.
Yes. Absolutely. You think that that's not how he speaks? I don't know how you think he speaks that.
Well, not Karen, and certainly not Bill, but I'm definitely thinking there's a psychopomp that sounds like that. For sure. He's got a big handlebar mustache.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, so Karen and Karen are gonna live happily ever after.
That is definitely what his shop is named for, like, his ceramics and glass.
K&K.
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 KK. Nope, never mind.
Oh, too close. Too close. Too close. Okay, it's Karen and Karen.
And she argues with him that she wants it to be Karen and Karen. And he's like, listen, I started this long before you were born, okay?
Yes, but it's always been Karen and Karen.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time. Like, he knew.
Yep.
He knew he was going to meet her. And they fell in love.
Aww.
Someone write a fanfic. So, yeah.
Well, here's the thing to, like, say to our listeners. Is if they have other psychopomps that they can think of and what kind of lives they might live. We've only thought of 4 of them, and apparently Karen's wife, Karen.
Yeah. So I guess, like, drop us what you think that they would be, like, right meow. And this time, I said meow like 7 times in the last one, so, like, this was the first meow we got.
Oh no, we only got 1 meow out of this one.
I know. I don't even think we weenied this time.
We didn't, but we haven't talked anything as inappropriate.
Yeah.
We're talking about genetics this time.
Yeah, what a wild time. So, yeah. How do you feel? Do you feel like we've talked this to death?
Oh! Says the girl. You definitely just got the judging face from the president.
Anyways, so, yeah, I feel good. I feel good on...
I do too.
I feel good on Grim Reaper Bell. I'm glad that he's living his best life in Florida.
And Karen too.
Oh, absolutely. We didn't really hit on the Banshee, but maybe we can do that a different time.
Yeah, I mean, and poor La Llorona.
Poor La Llorona. She's trying to find kids. She should go to social services.
I'm sure she does like Easter because she's just walking around watching all those kids doing the Easter egg.
Easter egg hunts, that's prime time.
Yep.
Prime time for child snatching.
Oh.
For La Llorona.
Oh.
For La Llorona. Oh. Yeah, I should have watched myself a little bit. Oh, sorry,
well,
guys.
Even then, though, now you're just planting the idea that she just comes around at Easter time.
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. All right, so this is us signing off, guys. Thanks for listening. Share all your Psychopomp stories. If you want to write some Charon and Karen fanfic, leave us some links. Or Grim Reaper Bill. Leave us some links in the comments. And yeah, this is us signing off. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Bye!
Bye now.